Mini Topouria has done it, knocking out Josh Emmett in the very first round. This card was good. Oh my god, the Apex actually put on something that I wanted to watch. It's been a while since we've had that. And I'm going to be honest, this is probably already card of the year. I don't think that's crazy to say that. A lot of finishes like we wanted. I will say there's a couple things I did get wrong on the main card predictions. I want to go back. Bruno Silva by decision. This fight was really, really close. The 30-27, you got to investigate that guy. Whoever that judge is, you got to investigate it. But I can see why Charles Johnson did win just off the counter strikes alone. Definitely hitting him a lot harder. And Bruno Silva having moments where we're just kind of working the clinch. Like, Charles Johnson threw big shots in the clinch, and he did, honestly, probably more damage than Bruno Silva did while getting his 8 takedown stuff. And it's obviously Charles Johnson shot 6. But that was my one wrong prediction. And then after that, I got all the fighters right. I did have Ion Cutelaba via decision, but getting that absolutely nasty guillotine there, that was just insane. This card was fun. I really, really, really enjoyed this one. A lot of bangers. Marwan Rahiki, though, I do want to point this out. If you didn't get to watch this fight, I feel sorry for you. Marwan Rahiki just absolutely teeing off, and Harry Hardwick, chin of just iron until it broke. Marwan Rahiki broke Harry Hardwick's jaw in the second round off of a hook, I think. I don't know which one. Marwan Rahiki throwing nasty hooks and head kicks. I mean, this was electric. And I mean, Harry Hardwick had some moments where he's kind of popping him with the jab. He's got his head snapping back and getting, some good counters off. But man, just absolutely nasty. Getting into the coach's corner, being like, my jaw is stuck wide open. I can't close it. Like, it's messed up. And you should call it. You absolutely should call it. You don't want to go out there if you're not 100%. But Marwan Rahiki via second round knockout on the Verdict MMA app. Come on now. Give your boy a little credit there. And then after that, Andre Fili versus Jose Miguel Delgado. This is a really tough one to score, but Jose definitely getting, a bit more volume out. But Andre Fili looked really good. He's the gatekeeper of the division for a reason, and he really gave Jose Delgado a tough time. It's a hard one to judge. I get why they did it, but Andre Fili, man, I kind of feel bad for him. I thought Jose Delgado was going to knock him out, but just getting the decision. And then on to the action, Jillian Robertson via decision. That was my final prediction. And she kind of did exactly what I thought she would do. Just come in, absolutely dominate the ground game, the grappling exchanges, and just leave Amanda Lemos in some pretty tough situations that she has to work out of. So, not the most exciting fight. It was active, though, which is nice. The clinch work was active. Some of the ground game was pretty active. Honestly, probably not the best fight on this. But other than that, the big one, Kevin Vallejos, man. I had Kevin Vallejos via knockout. I thought it was going to come way later. I really did think it was going to come way later. But, oh my goodness. Putting him down like a dog. Like old Yeller, man. Josh Emmett. I feel bad. They said he just signed a new contract, too. And so now I'm more or less worried about my guy, Josh Emmett. I hope he'll be okay. That was just a tough one, man. I'm glad Herb Dean came in to stop that because it just was not looking pretty. Watching Josh Emmett just keep shelling up, and Vallejos is just putting knees to his head, throwing uppercuts, just throwing bombs. Like, you got to stop it. And it was a good stoppage. No one's going to argue that. But wow, Kevin Vallejos, man. Absolutely crazy. So, overall, 5 for 6 on the fighters. And then 3 for 2. Or 3 for 6 out of methods of victory. So, pretty good there. Exciting stuff. Prelims. These were good, too. These were active. I made sure to take as much time as I could, watch all of them. Pierre Rodriguez just putting on the hurt on Sam Hughes. Kind of what we thought she would do. Sam LaCurita here versus Hector Sosa. Hector Sosa coming out, with a very clear win here, but I could have had some moments where he was given some trouble, but definitely putting on the work. Bia Mesquita, absolute domination. Monte Rendon putting up Tony Snell numbers. That's it's a tough look. But yeah, Bia Mosquito looking like she might be a problem at bantamweight, just with her absolutely solid ground game. And but Monte Rendon hit her pretty hard. I mean, hit her pretty hard, had her hurt, and that's kind of why she was able to work to take down the grappling. So we'll see. We'll see what's up next. Ooh, this one was good. Eric Anders coming in, using his wrestling background to his advantage. A lot of control time, but also a decent amount of work in the clinch, in the grappling exchange, just kind of putting the hurt on Tavares. But Tavares was also throwing some bombs back. And this is Eric Anders' last fight in the middleweight division, actually in the UFC, officially retired. So what a career, man! Glad he get one more win for me. I think I had Eric Anders via decision. That's exactly what we got. This one, whoa, absolutely electric. Manuel Sosa. Knockout of the year so far, I think. It's tough. It's tough. I gotta go back and really think about all the knockout finishes we've had. But one punch to put him out in the third, dropping him badly, really, really badly. Oki, man, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You look pretty good, but he was just wearing a lot of damage. I mean, it's lightweight, man. This is a tough division. These guys are still hitting pretty hard, even though they're pretty light. But Oki, honestly, not really looking that bad at range in some of the striking. But he just ate a lot of damage there. So, Manuel Sosa, dude, keep the momentum doing that. Keep the momentum going, man. Elijah Smith, Xu Young Yu. I thought this was about to be an extremely boring fight, I'm going to be honest. Xu Young Yu, I think 3 wins in the UFC via decision. Yeah. And he was honestly on his way for another one. I mean, his grappling was good. The clinch work against the cage was really solid. Got his back, was backpacking for a bit, but couldn't hold it down. Elijah Smith dragging him off his back and eventually being able to work the ground, getting that submission in the second round. But thank you, Elijah Smith, for turning it around, man. I was worried that this one was going to be a sleeper. I mean, Xu Young Yu, it looked good, but just not really enough damage, especially just a lot of kind of light taps as he's just working on his back. But yeah, Elijah Smith, man, that was electric. That was good. Then finally, man, my boy Steven Asplund. We almost had it. Putting on the hurt against Fedor Petrino. Dropped him twice. And still losing. Oh my god. He should have had it. That's okay. Steven Asplund, I'm still rocking with you, man. That was a banger until we're kind of just stuck where in the third round late, we're out of gas. It's heavyweight. No one's really able to keep their arms up. And Asplund couldn't exactly put the pressure on Petrino. If you look in the third round, Petrino was looking rough. But Asplund just had nothing left to give him. I mean, Petrino's walking with his hands down to his sides, walking away from the fight. Steven Asplund slowly stepping forward. He had a lot of damage to his legs he was struggling with, so not exactly the strongest feet to kind of advance on. And he just wasn't able to cut, Petrino in the corner and have the energy to get some big shots in without taking some damage, getting in, getting out. But it's tough. I still believe in him. I think this is still a pretty solid performance, but there's obviously some improvements that have to be made. Cardio is always an issue at heavyweight. We all know this, but I hope he gets it figured out in camp after this. Heals up. Took a lot of damage to the face, so I hope he heals up pretty well, but that's going to be some scar tissue that he's going to struggle with, especially if he's going to be having fights go to decision. If you're cut open and just bleeding, the judges are just going to look at that and be like, that is a lot of damage to be wearing. And that influences the scorecard. It really does. So, yeah. What a shame. Other than that, Midabek Oralbai, absolute domination. Exactly how I thought it was going to go. Thank you, Midabek Oralbai. I can feed my family for another day. Absolute clear ground game domination. The grappling was crazy. The takedowns, just having his way with Chris Curtis. Just throwing him around. That's another win for my boy. Overall, I'm going to give this card 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. This one was fun. There was definitely a couple moments where it felt like kind of energy was shifting, but this was good. The crowd was electric. We don't really get a lot of good Apex cards, and this is definitely a great Apex card. I really enjoyed this one. Anyways, like, subscribe, share the video. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. See you in the next one. We'll see. There's a couple things. Yeah. Instead of talking, I just need to upload the videos. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.